We also have the test bench for the T46 module. We have a 1 horsepower, 220 volts motor. We have a variac, which we will use to vary the voltage. We have a pair of power meters to see what is at the input of the module and at the output of the contactor. And we have the equipment itself. Currently, we have the dip switches 1, 2, and 3 configured in off, on, and on. Those are the first 3 seen on the left side. According to the configuration shown by switch number 1, it tells us that when it is in off on, we have a configuration of 10% tolerance. The configuration shows 208 volts. Therefore, we have to manage a voltage of 10% below 208 volts, which is about 20 volts. We're going to keep lowering the voltage. It has to be approximately... We have the surge suppressor on and the protector module on. The contactor engaged. We have a voltage of 218 volts at 1.72 amps. We're going to start varying the voltage downward to see it reach a 10% decrease. We're at 214, 213, 210. A 10% decrease would be about 188 volts. The configuration shows 208 volts. Therefore, we have to manage a voltage of 10% below 208 volts, which is about 20 volts. We're going to keep lowering the voltage. It has to be approximately there. 186. We see the module alarmed, the contactor tripped, and the motor turned off. We see the motor is stopping. The alarm continues. We're going to raise the voltage a bit, raise it to 190. It is at 186. Raise it a little more. There it returned. We can see the module engaged again and the motor returned because it is within its 10%. Now raise it upward until reaching 10% of 208 volts. Which would be about 229 volts. There we are at 220, 222, 223, 225, 226, 227, 229. There it protected itself. And we see again that the motor is stopping. It's lowering its revolutions. The module remains alarmed. This equipment also has a time delay that we can configure. Currently, we have it configured for 5 seconds, which is why its activation is very fast. It remains alarmed. The motor stopped. And we are going to lower the voltage. Lower it again to its value of 208. There it returned. Right now it is at 225. The system started operating automatically again. The motor keeps functioning and we can visualize it there. We are going to go to the measurement of the 3 phases to do the test of tripping one of the phases. We are going to disconnect one of the phases in our supply and see how the equipment protects itself. There we heard where one of the phases dropped and the system protected itself again to prevent the motor from being damaged. We reconnect the phase.
Se vaya a dañar. Volvemos a conectar la fase.
Here we see the voltage is normal again, and the system enters automatically. Here we see how the different functions of the system, whether because the voltage rises, the voltage falls, or there is a drop in one of the phases, the system protects the motor to prevent it from suffering any damage.